Hi, and welcome to Food for Thought Thursday. I'm Karen Roth. Today we're going to talk about the health benefits of crimini mushrooms, pepperoncinis, and fresh basil. And I'm going to bring all of those together with a few other little ingredients, and we're going to make healthy pizza bites. So crimini mushrooms, also known as baby bellas, are just immature portobello mushrooms. But whether they're the big portobellos or the small baby bellas, they have health benefits. Especially, they promote functioning of our white blood cells, vital components of our immune system. And our immune system helps protect us against arthritis, cancer, cardiovascular disease, among other things. Mushrooms are also a concentrated source of selenium, which we get very little of. And so I'm going to show you today how to prepare them, and then we're going to make healthy pizza bites. So when you get your crimini mushrooms, they're not going to be washed, and most chefs will tell you just to take a wet paper towel and wipe them down. Personally, I'm a little bit more particular about that because when they're this dirty, I really like to peel them. So how to prep them is to take off the stem, and this is for the pizza bites. If you're going to saute these, you can leave the stems on. But so you take off the stems, and then you just peel it away. Just peel that away. And we're going to make a half a dozen pizza bites here for a nice appetizer today. What a treat. So you see how clean that is? And just clean it off like that. No need to remove the inner gills unless you want to. I would do it if you were doing a portobello because it's quite large. So there you have your 6 mushrooms, and now I'm going to mist them with a little bit of olive oil just to give them a little bit of moisture. Okay, now for the toppings. So these are my ingredients today for a healthy pizza bite. First of all of my ingredients are in jars, in glass, so we're not using pizza sauce from a can and being exposed to BPA or any other chemicals in the lining. I'm starting with the pizza sauce from Cucina Antica. This is just a fabulous pizza sauce. There's simple ingredients in here: garlic, onion, tomatoes from Italy, salt and pepper. There's no added sugar, no gunk, no soybean oil, no trans fats in this sauce. Next thing I'm going to be adding are sun-dried tomatoes. Now I love to use Jeff's Natural sun-dried tomatoes. They're packed in beautiful olive oil with some rosemary extract. There are no artificial dyes in here, so the tomatoes you see in here are pure red, no red dye in here. These are completely clean. And then I will top off my pizza bites with pepperoncinis. Now again, no yellow dyes. It's very hard to find pepperoncinis without yellow dyes. No preservatives. Everything's organic. These are non-GMO. And pepperoncinis, they give you about 2% of your daily requirement in iron. And they're so flavorful, very low in calorie. An entire pepperoncini is only, let me see, an entire pepperoncini is 3 calories. So we've got these, and they're already chopped up, so we have very low calorie toppings with lots of flavor. And one last ingredient I'm going to be adding is fresh basil. Now look at my basil plant that I got at the grocery store. It's growing. You just pick it off as you need it. You leave it in your kitchen. You don't even have to replant it. It just grows like this. You leave it in a bowl of water. Just leave it in your kitchen. Basil is so unique. It has antimicrobial protection in it, so it's good for bad bacteria you might have in your gut. It has anti-inflammatory properties as well as antioxidant properties. So when you're making your pizza bites and using these ingredients, you can feel really good about what you're putting together. And it's very healthy for your family, and in addition to being very tasty. So let's get to it. Let me show you how to make this really good appetizer. Okay, let's start with the pizza sauce. So simply all you do is spoon a little bit of the pizza sauce into each of the portobello or each of the baby bella mushrooms. Oh, this smells so good. I wish you could smell it. It smells like freshly picked tomatoes off a vine. Oh my gosh. There we go. Next thing I'm going to do is put a piece of basil on each of these. So I'm going to take that off my fresh plant. Simply lay it on top. Get some little ones for the smaller ones here. There we go. Whoops. Piece of basil. Another piece of basil. Oh boy, this smells good too. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is put one of these yummy sun-dried tomatoes on each portobello mushroom. Look at that. A little extra olive oil on there too. Oh, these are so sweet. If you guys, you have got to find these, Jeff's Naturals. They are just like almost eating candy. They're so good. I'm trying to find a little smaller piece there. Some of these might be a little bit big and you might have to cut them. There's a smaller piece. And all the smell in here. Gosh, we need smell-o-vision. That's all I can say. And then the last thing, this is my absolute favorite because I just love pepperoncinis. They're great on salads. They're great on sandwiches. Oh my gosh, a tuna salad sandwich. Whew, wow. This is so good. Whoops. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You're going to get a little zing from this. And you can go all out if you use a portobello mushroom. You could just put tons of tomatoes on there. Oh, isn't that pretty? And the last thing we're going to do is cook these. We're going to put them in the oven preheated at 450 degrees for 20 minutes. So let's get started. Okay, so our baby Bella mushrooms have cooked for 20 minutes, and I forgot to mention that I like to put the pepperoncinis on halfway through because if you leave them in there the whole 20 minutes, they'll get a little crispy. So 10 minutes cooking, then add your pepperoncinis, and then another 10 minutes. And this is the final product. It looks just delicious. The sun-dried tomatoes are just caramelized. The mushrooms are cooked very nicely. You can see some of the basil here on this one here, a little bit crispy. And once you go inside, you've got that yummy tomato sauce that is just delicious. Okay. And you can do this with a large portobello mushroom and make a personal-sized pizza for yourself. So let me know if you try this recipe. Leave some comments below. I love to hear those and keep in touch with all of my viewers out there. Enjoy.